What's up, everybody? Renfail here, and we're back again with another Baldur's Gate 3 YouTube Q&A video where we take to the YouTube comments and answer questions from community members as we see ones that I think I have the at least knowledge of, if not the expertise of, in order to help this person get along. Today we got a question from Rutherford5961, and this was over on my 5 tips for controllers guide that I just did like a week ago, well, as of this recording. And in that he asked, I've seen on PC people can have actions mid-dialogue, such as attacking mid-dialogue, or repositioning characters that aren't engaged in dialogue in preparation for combat. How do you do this with the controller? I always want to reposition my party in advance of a combat post-dialogue, but I don't know how. I know it's possible because the people on PC can do it. So most of this I can get to, Rutherford. The one I might not be entirely sure of what you're asking for here is I always want to reposition my party in advance of a combat post dialogue. That's not necessarily going to be the case in every encounter because some encounters are scripted. So there are certain boss encounters in the game that you're always going to have to do a conversation with. It's just the nature of the game, and you won't be able to get into a advantageous position, in between the dialogue and the combat starting. That's just not possible with some boss mobs. However, the boss mobs that applies to are, there's a handful of them throughout the game. There are over 300 encounters in this game, in which you can pre-position your characters for all of them if you know where the encounters are, if you're save scumming and save loading, however you decide to play. There are a lot of ways to do this. Plus, you might just die during the fight, and be like, well, crap, now I gotta reload, and so you're back again, and now you know that there's a guy around the corner, or let's sneak up there and do that. So there's a couple of things we can get to in this video. We're gonna dive into the gameplay right now. Before we go, this is the part where I say don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an update, folks. Don't forget to drop comments down below because I do go through them on a daily basis. I pretty much answer, I think, every single comment that comes in. It's a few hundred per day right now, which is still possible to do at my schedule. But as it grows, of course, we'll be selective. This is a good one. Also, don't forget to check out the other playlists. We're doing Starfield and other games. We've done a lot of other games in the past, so check all the things out. First Impressions series, the 2 podcasts we do around Middle Earth and Dune. And don't forget also the film reviews and the TV show reviews. Discord links are down below. Let's get into the game. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is we need to find a conversation to provoke that is going to last longer than just a moment. So the only way this works is for any NPC that you're actually going to have a conversation with, meaning that there are options in the dialogue to choose from, because what it will do is it will put that NPC into an interaction state with whichever player character is the one talking to that character. And that's how you can turn guards away from some place that you need to go sneak towards, or open a lock over there, you need to break through a door. You can get somebody else to come over and distract the guard while you go over and do your sneaky stuff. But the only way that works is if they're actually unlocking a conversation with you with options to choose from, because that's when the programming kicks in. If all it is a random person on the street, I can't even click on that person. Let's see if I can get... Nope, hang on. I gotta try to find an actual clickable NPC. There's one, citizen. So we're gonna talk to this person, and they just give me nothing in this case. Oh, here it goes.
People so strange about Sheres's caress. It's just sex.
So you get a single line of dialogue, a single cutscene, and that's it. So we need something with a little more bite to it. So we'll go into Sheres's caress, because we know for a fact that this lady right here will talk to me, although she's running over into the corner for some odd reason. And the cat will talk to me and some other things. So since there are interactable player characters here, non-player characters, I should say. What we want to do here is you could just go straight into a conversation. So let's say I want to go into a conversation with Kira the cat. I'll hit talk.
My favorite ungainly animal.
Okay. Now I'm in a conversation state. Now this question was asked specifically for the controller. So here's how you do this. Behind my head, I may need to completely move out of the way. Oops, other direction. Right here, you're going to see on the bottom left of the screen, it says a picture of my character and LT for the left trigger. So pull the left trigger, and now I have access to the party window. Once you have access to the party window, you can then scroll up and down and pick a different character. It doesn't matter which one. It is the A button on the Xbox controller. I think it's the X button on the PlayStation controller, the one at the very bottom. Just pick another character. So I'm going to pick Shadowheart. Now suddenly I'm controlling Shadowheart, right? And if you look over here, my Bard is locked, excuse me, my Druid, I want to say Bard. My Druid is locked in conversation with the cat. So our whole party can completely come off over here. All three of the characters are following me. We're all over here doing our own thing, and my Druid is back having a conversation with that person. So if I was a rogue, as an example, I might go ahead and try to sneak. And at this point, I'm still going to get the line of sight, because everything can see me at this point. So I would need to try to sneak around. In this case I won't be able to because of the positioning on this. But you would essentially position yourself. Let's go on the other side of the wall, just for the sake of argument. Can we go on the other side of the wall? Yes. So let's pretend that this is just in the scope of things. I am now behind the target because the target is facing my Druid. And let's assume for a minute there's no NPCs in this room to see my hide. We would then go into hide. And we would then proceed to do our pickpocket or whatever it is that we're trying to do, or position my characters around. Now, the easy part about that is let's just assume everything ahead is something that wants to kill us and attack us, and you want to position your party members the way you just asked in the comment. Now remember, again, like I was talking about at the beginning, you can't do this with every fight because some of the boss fights, they go straight to the fight after the dialogue. You don't get the option to split between them. But for the ones where you do know it, you then want to come in here and separate the party members out. Because if they're all joined together, what they will do is they will always try to go close to and follow the controlled character. So in this case, I was controlling Shadowheart. So if I run Shadowheart around, you'll notice that everyone is following Shadowheart. Look over here. See, they're all following her. And that's because she's the current designated leader. If I change it to somebody else, it'll do somebody else. So let's say I want to get strategic positioning here. I got to separate everybody out. So again, we're going to hit LT, the left trigger, to open up this menu. And then on the, I don't have my notebook. Here it is. Let me go to the page real quick, which is the play. I'm not intimately familiar with PlayStation controls, so I have to look up my little cheat sheet here to remember which buttons are what. Here it is. All right, so to do this on the Xbox, it's literally just the Y button. Hit the Y button to split somebody out. So Gale is now down at the bottom by himself. This would be the A button on the PlayStation controller, the button at the top. So you would just come up here and hit that, and now Azael is out as well, and come up here and do it again to Shadowheart. Now she's out as well. Now, once all of these characters are out on their own, you don't need to bring them together again at all until you're finished with the combat. The purpose of joining all the characters together is so that they automatically follow the designated leader. If you're not in the position where you need to be worried about them following, for if you're just in a combat positioning area or a strategic encounter where you're trying to control every aspect of the battlefield ahead of you, you're going to want to maintain this manual control. So from here, just select the character you want, and we're going to move him around. So let's say I want him on the stairs over here, so he has maybe up on the balcony, so that he's got the height advantage and everything. So we'll put Gale up here, hit LT again. We'll go put Lae'zel up here, to the side, ready to attack immediately as soon as the combat kicks off. And I've already got Shadowheart positioned behind the mob because she's getting ready to do something from here. We're assuming again that the wall isn't here. This is just an active combat encounter. And then as soon as we're ready to do so, we can go back to the main character. Quick commercial break, everyone, to give a shout out to our first official guild officer, Bubbalonia, as well as all of the guild champions, and of course, all of the members who help keep me on the air full time. To join as a member, simply click that join button below and pick your tier, but you can also support with SuperChats on any live stream or premiere, or SuperThanks on any upload or YouTube short. Don't forget the Discord. Let's get back to the video. And they are still engaged in the dialogue. You can wrap up this dialogue And then as soon as you get out of here, you can enter pause-based mode, or you can hit LT again and go back to one of your other characters. And while they're still in combat, assuming that's the route you're looking to take because you're distracting them for whatever purposes, you can do that straight from here. You could just straight up attack with one of your other characters. So we'll take Lae'zel as an example. The mob is engaged, and I'm going to apologize in advance to Kira the cat because she's been my favorite cat in the game. And I'm only doing this. You know what? I'm not going to attack the cat. We're going to attack somebody else. I can't do that to poor Kira. Sorry, guys. It's not going to happen. But this bitch don't matter. All right. Now we're just going to go, wha-bam! And now she's going to run because that didn't provoke. There it goes.
The consequences are hardly surprising.
Okay. So in this case, we can't start immediately with that encounter as a surprise attack because of all the other stuff that's going on because we're in the city. But you get the point here. That's how you do it. So there you go, Rutherford 5961. That is how you can attack mid-dialogue or reposition your characters that aren't engaged in dialogue in preparation for combat. Specifically, you asked how to do this on the controller. Hopefully that is the answer to the question you had. For everybody else, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And as usual, if you have something that you would like answered, and you're watching one of my videos and you're like, hey, what about this? Feel free to drop that in the comments below and hopefully I'll find it. I do typically get to at least a couple of these per week. It's just the ones that I feel that I'm capable of answering. Some of them I don't answer because I just don't know enough or I haven't ever done. Like multi-classing, I still never multi-classed a character, so I have zero information to give somebody on multi-classing. So every time someone asks about that, I'm just like, sorry, like I have no knowledge to do. But other little things, I'm happy to grab them as I see them and as I can provide some input for y'all to help make your Baldur's Gate 3 experience a little bit better. Anyway, yeah, daily streams at 11 a.m. Join the Discord, links are down below. Check out all the playlists here on the channel, all the other things we do, and hopefully we'll see you in the members section as well with all the videos we do there for everybody. Until next time, everybody, stay safe and happy gaming.